So we had a title drop this episode. Captain Earth. Now, seeing how Daichi's gonna be now being called, Captain Earth, now you're the leader of your squad of Midsummer Nights, that's pretty entertaining. We now have our team is formed, and now we have Midsummer Nights that's going to be protecting Earth from the Kiltragon coming in to try to kill all the humans on planet Earth. So right there, I like it. I like the way the ending was. It really builds it up for all the mini episodes we've had. For instance, these past couple episodes have been nothing but build up for this exact moment for Midsummer Nights to be formed. So right there, very good job. It was a good job of actually taking slow pacing to be able to build up to this very exact moment, because now we have the title drop, now we have Midsummer Nights, it's named after, pretty much our main male character, Daichi, and he is actually Captain Earth now. So, really good. Now, let's talk about the beginning and middle part of this episode. There was a lot of fighting in this episode. The fighting was really fucking interesting. It looked really good for mech anime. I'm not a big fan of mech fights, but it looked really badass, awesome, and you just gotta love the entire fights, the way they're battling it out, shooting rockets at each other, fighting each other with their fucking fists. I was like, oh my god, this is like showing anime, but with mechs. It looked really good. I like it. The animation style was enjoyable, and I like the animation on the entire section of the backgrounds. The backgrounds really stood out, along with the entire character designs. For instance, when you see Daichi just looking at, outside in space, away from Earth, you see the Earth behind him. It just looks so fucking beautiful. The animation on the backgrounds of this episode looked really good, and I love that. I love how they did a lot of details in the background behind the characters, and it made the characters stand out a lot more. Now, besides animation, there was some fan service in this episode. Right at the beginning, we had a little bit of fan service. I was like, oh my god, the fan service threw me off. I did not expect fan service like that, and just... wow. Now, honestly, it doesn't really throw off this episode. Just because this episode had fan service doesn't mean I'm disappointed in this episode and I hate this episode. I was just saying I was shocked about fan service. But there was something that was very funny in this episode. Like the entire part when you get to see Akari slap Teppei in the face and pretty much says that suck it up Forte. Now, if anyone remembers, I think a couple episodes back, she says belly button Forte. Remember she was dancing all that? I was like, what the fuck? Well, in this, she does suck it up Forte. So it's pretty much like a different version of it. So funny how Akari is, like that. She's a really good character. I really love her character, and I've definitely grown more attached to her. Overall, this episode and the past episodes have been nothing but setup. If we look at it as a standpoint now, with the way this episode ended, this entire past episodes have been set up, and that's interesting. I like how Captain Earth has taken the time to actually develop its characters and plotline. It's built up to this exact moment, and I like that. And with the ending part of this episode, too, that's very interesting, is that Teppei has a live laster now. He gave up his ego block to where he cannot live forever, and now he has a live laster. He's a normal human. He's no longer a Kiltagon anymore. So, wow. I did not expect that. That was a major sacrifice for Teppei's part, and that was actually some character development. So I like that. I like that a lot, and we get to see Amaranth get freaking pwned by Daichi this episode, which was so freaking awesome. So overall, good episode. I like it. Go give it a watch if you haven't watched it yet. And I'm looking forward to more stuff on this series because it's just so fun to watch now. Everybody, I love you so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.